Well, to our UK audience, number one, I'm coming for you. Number two, I apologize. I'm not sure if Carter apologizes, but I do.
1776, best year in history.
Greetings, friends, family, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the table. This is Black Arrow, a sci-fi saga. I, your host and dungeon master, Connor Zeitlin. I have with me today and onward 4 player characters in the saga. My dear friends, Max Levinton.
Hello.
John Freeman.
Well, hello there.
Aiden Eganey.
I'm forever alone.
And Carter Foster. Wow, okay, there we go.
That was a bit mean on my part.
Last we left off on Black Arrow, our crew was just out of Aragon 8 with a number of leads and investigative threads that they were ready to pull. We had and Enzo Reyes investigating the strange pieces of glowing biometal that he was able to somehow interact with both psychically and physically without it exploding. David Coney discovered the power of his stabilizers to contain the force of said material. Fermin Rosas has acquired himself a new mission to attend the tech convention with everybody else and investigate the 3 companies and the possible connection with the monarchy. And Vance Wardcloud discovered a very strange thing about himself. The Caliphate Studios has already marked him dead.
Bum, bum, bum!
Deep in the heart of the first planet in the Aragon system, a dense terrestrial planet with a hollowed-out interior like a celestial geode, rests the city of Aragon Prime itself, bathing in the crystal light. In the city center, maybe a block away from the market, is Plaza Dorian. Always a wondrous spectacle of innovative technology, and at this time of year it is especially grandiose, for the tech convention is underway. We see nanotech fibers on display, dark matter tractor beams, black hole vacuum cleaners, you name it, it's here. Caliphate Studios is of course the biggest presence at the tech convention, as they always have been, but there are plenty of other private developers with breakthroughs of their own. For instance, our friend David Coney always has something to share. What'll it be this year, David?
Well, this year it'll be quite the assortment we have. We have all the newest baubles from New Cancun, my wonderful patented stabilizing technology, my self-reproducing nanotech, as well as some new innovations in the gambling world, as you know. We have the the quantum slot machine. Indeed.
Showing your slot machine.
Yes.
That is brilliant. Oh my god. Anything else?
More made up things from the back of my mind that I come up with on the spot.
That was actually very brilliant. Carter, well done.
Very impressive, Carter.
The Black Arrow pulls into a parking bay just close to the plaza. Very lucky spot, and secured by David Coney's invitation from the one and only Ramna Fior, your old classmate.
Indeed.
And you all depart. The plaza is bustling with activity. Everyone is excited. There are people running back and forth along the street. Vendors selling food, drinks, weird technology, strange Caliphate Studios like protective shields, a bunch of different ridiculous and mostly useless things, but all of which look very fancy. David Coney, you set up in the plaza, in the center of the plaza, just behind the great winged horse statue, and staring directly at the large Caliphate Studios tent that is currently being occupied by a number of agents and a person who none of you have ever seen before. There's a bunch of different weird inventions along their tables. A strange glowing orb with some mechanisms attached to it is not among that. where do each of you go? Do you fan out? Do you stay together? What is the deal?
Teacher.
Yes.
Where was I gonna meet Jeffries again?
Good question. Would you like to call it?
Okay, I whip out my BlackBerry. Boop, 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 boop. I activate the holographic feature, and I call my underling, shall we say. I call my henchman, my goon.
Jeffrey pops up. Fermin, where are you?
I might ask you the same thing, Jeffrey. It's very, very busy around here. I find it difficult to make out much.
Yeah. Plaza Durian. I'm here. There's the big winged horse statue. Where the hell are you?
You're at the statue?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make my way over there. I'll see you in like 20 seconds.
Fantastic.
Okay, exactly 20 seconds later.
Exactly 20 seconds later.
He gets there like 3 seconds early, so he looks at his watch, he waits. 3 seconds go by, he walks out.
He's looking around.
Roll punctuality.
Go ahead. Do you want to make a stealth check for this, or do you care? Do you not care?
If he sees me, that's fine. I'm just waiting until 20 seconds have passed.
Cool. Yeah, you see, he's just waiting. He's like, oh, he said he'd be there in 20. Oh, hey!
I was on time, I presume?
Yup. That's
Good.
Wow.
Alright, how long have you been here?
5 minutes.
Cool. And have you done any scoping out in that time?
A little bit. Caliphate Studios is over there.
Okay. We may
It
as
was
well...
so ridiculously obvious. It's like, wow, no shit, Sherlock, kind of thing.
But I humor him.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll go over there for a look. Maybe it would be good to don some civilian clothes while we're at it. And I kind of open up the coat. I go boop 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 boop, and it transforms into a normal brown coat.
And he puts a slider in, and like spins a few dials, and then like whips it around himself, and it like the collar stays put, and the rest of the cloak spins around, and then when it lands on the other side of him, it's a completely different coat.
Show off. Okay. Cool. So then, we'll make our way over there, I presume.
Yeah. He walks next to you, sort of scoping around. All right. So how are we gonna do this?
I think first of all we'll just take a normal look at what they're showing before we do anything untowards.
Well, don't you have evidence that they're producing something different?
I do, but right for now I just want to see what the situation looks like, how we might sneak our way into something.
Okay.
Is that their headquarters there?
Yes. Just beside the plaza is Caliphate Studios headquarters, a skyscraper that reaches all the way up to the one of the immense amethyst structures that the city is surrounded by, and touches it, drawing its energy from inside that and supplying the city.
Cool. Good. Did you see a way in?
Well, I mean, I can look here. Let me do a little thing, and he taps his glasses, and they start scanning things. Wow.
Like malfunctions of the battle a little bit. Kind of
He taps it, and it goes.
It's okay. Why don't you scope out the tent a little bit? I will go in there, and in exactly 10 minutes, you can meet me in the lobby of the building, and I'll see what we can do to sneak in.
Cool. Where are you going?
Caliphate Studios headquarters.
You're just gonna walk in the lobby?
Yes. I think so.
Fantastic.
Does that seem wise?
I mean, it just is. There's nothing.
Okay, cool. That's not a silly thing to do.
No, not at all. It's not like you're not welcome in the lobby.
Yeah.
He says, "All right, sounds good. I'll see you in 10 minutes."
Cool.
Vance.
This is a tech convention. I'm betting that a good portion of these people would recognize a Vance Cloud clone.
And
so,
you are a popular man at this tech convention.
yes.
So,
We can go over this. What do we have in way of disguises? I feel like I could
Oh, are you trying to disguise yourself?
I mean, I don't want to sit in the ship the whole time. I want to see what's popping. Definitely in the clothing section as well. If there's anything that might bring back information to these little fellows I have in my back office here. By which I mean the Vance clones.
And I see that you're kind of like looking around nervously, trying to see if anybody sees you. And so I take my lab coat and I swing it around your shoulders, and I, kind of button it.
There we go. Well, my face is the issue here. The fact that my face is shared with, like, a good, like, probably several thousand people.
Right.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, like, a little, like, get a marker or something and draw, like, a mustache on and some big eyebrows.
Oh, that's great. Give me a performance check, like a charisma performance check. This is going to, like, I want to give you advantage, but, like, I'm not going to.
Don't give me advantage. Let me think. I want to at least give myself some more role playing than just like a marker. You know what? I'll role play what my disguise looks like based off of what I roll.
Yep.
As a.
Don't tell anyone what you roll, by the way.
None of these people.
No, you. But like, you know what? We're gonna cut out what he rolls.
So yeah, I grab a marker, do a little like a mustache on. It's a mustache marker, so it looks not terrible.
Yeah.
But like I mustache on.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna use a Sharpie like this.
I draw on my little mustache here. Make my eyebrows a bit larger. Kind of like do some scribbles around my chin to make it look like I have a beard. And I head out thinking I'm the smoothest man that's ever existed.
Fantastic.
And I go directly to the cloning, to like any area dedicated to cloning, because I want to figure out what's happening with these Vances that I have.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh, finally something I'm good at. Wait, perception? No, I'm good at insight. I'm good at insight, not perception. God damn it. Oh, 20 total. Soft 20.
20. You do not see any places on the plaza dedicated to clones. Anywhere in the tech convention, there's nothing cloning going on. Which is like, it's almost just like a bummer, because like you know that there's something going on in relation to cloning, and it's not here. You do begin to see like the building just behind the plaza, the headquarters of Caliphate Studios. You see Fermin give a quick look of the surroundings, and then walk down the street casually into the lobby of the building. And as he's doing that, someone from the Caliphate Studios tent stands up. A well-placed action when David Coney has his back turned and pulls a disguised self off, and it's a Martian, and he moves back behind the building on the other side to the back of the building, and you sort of glance around the side of the building, and there are 2 Knights Templar shock troopers guarding the entrance. He nods to both of them, scans a key card, and walks through the door. They follow him.
The building that he walked into, are there any sort of windows I might be able to use to figure out what might be happening in there?
No. The back of the building is completely windowless.
Do I have comms to these gentlemen around me?
You can definitely go and try to find them.
You can just call me on my.
And yeah, I
Call
know
me
that
on
call.
my cell
Yeah, you guys can call. I want to
Okay.
give you one other piece of information.
Yes.
Though. As you see that, they disappear and the street's empty. Sort of get to glance around, and the agents disappear into the building with Amar, and it just sort of makes you think, like, where are all the others? And you begin to just sort of feel eyes on the back of your head. You notice one person sort of that you've seen like 3 times in the past 5 minutes, constantly in the same place as you, constantly in the same place in relation to you, sort of working their way through the crowd to keep tabs on you. You've never seen them before. Something's off here, and it has to do with the 4 of you.
If possible.
As you are thinking this, and you're about to call everyone else, a hand claps onto the back of your shoulder and says, hello. How are you? No. I'm not going to hurt you. I know who you are. Everything is going to be fine. I'm not from Caliphate Studios. You want to give me an insight check?
Yeah, definitely insight check. Ooh, I love doing insight checks. That is a 9 plus 3, which is 12, plus 3, which is 15, plus 3, which is 18.
Big.
He's not lying. He's not with Caliphate Studios. He's definitely not with Caliphate Studios. You see, as you turn towards his hand, on his shoulder, there's a little, like, bracelet, strategically placed, with a V. Enzo Reyes, where are you in the mix of this?
I'm a little too broke to buy tech.
No.
I'm a little too concerned about the fact that I am on Caliphate Studios territory. I'm sure that's, even if they don't know me, I feel like eyes are watching me.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right.
You're gonna actively start looking, obviously.
Well, first I'm going to put my helmet over my head. I was rolling insight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13. I forgot that I had a +3 instead of +2.
Copy that. Fantastic. Something moves in an alleyway across the street, and you
Follow.
catch it. You follow.
I follow.
You don't even think about what it could be. You're just there. You
Yes.
move. As you move, the din of the party sort of starts to die down around you, and you begin to hit the.
Well, why'd we do that?
Begin to hit the sort of darker, shadowy areas of town. You round the corner around this building where you're certain you saw the movement, and there's a dead end.
Yeah, immediately my brain screams trap.
Some guy's breathing.
Is that out of my head or in my head?
You're not sure.
Alright. Am I hearing anything before it happens? Is there any sort of, I don't know. So either they're dampening me or they're just genuinely I'm fine.
You hear footsteps, but yours. You hear your footsteps.
Okay, so I hear my footsteps in the future.
Yes.
So I know I'm not being dampened.
You're not being dampened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this. This scares me. I swing around, put my back to the dead end. I'd like to inspect that dead end. I'd like to see if it's really a dead end.
Go ahead and give me another perception check or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
Dead ends usually dead ends. 17.
Okay. Are you moving any closer to the dead end?
Oh,
No.
dude!
No.
No! Why you give that to him?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh God. In character, yes, I am. I step up to it and I start running my hands over it.
You begin to touch the bricks
Yeah.
at the end of this hallway, and as soon as you have both of your hands on the bricks, someone grabs you from behind, shoves you against the wall, and puts a glowing red hot hand up against your throat, and you are staring into the eyes of a person you thought was dead. Hello, Enzo! Remember me, Mateo? There is a wicked scar of flesh ripped from his throat. You remember sinking your teeth.
You ate this guy?
What? Only enough to stay alive, Enzo. Another person rounds the corner, a female form, tattered, ripped clothes, with half of her face fully sort of charred. Her eyeballs are charred, and when she darts her eyes around, sounds like sandpaper moving inside her skull.
Okay. A couple.
She goes, "Oh, hey, Enzo."
What are you? You're dead. On getting dead, you died.
We're unlucky, Enzo. You're the lucky one.
What? Your neck. And
Do you touch it?
I don't touch it. I kind of gesture to it. I go, your neck. I did that. But
I remember.
But you were supposed to be dead. It was an emergency. It was a last ditch resort. You were dead.
And yet I remember everything.
And I turn to the. Do I have enough mobility to turn?
You can move your head.
Right. I look back to look at the woman. Do I recognize her?
Sophia. The last thing you remember of Sophia was a spaceship crashing onto her body as she was screaming.
Yeah. How are you? Are you? Can I roll? Can I see if these are actually them, or if I'm being tricked in any way? Because my first thought is immediately trickery. I mean, I ate Mateo.
You know, I'm surprised you don't know. You've been the one capable of talking to it while being alive. We're
Right.
just-
You mean?
We are very much dead, Enzo. Nothing stopped that. But there's another heart beating in our chest now.
You realize I had to.
Oh, I don't fault you for anything. It wasn't your fault.
So the thing in my head, that's what's keeping you guys alive.
It's not the thing in your head, you arrogant bastard. It's the thing in all of us. And you see, he takes his hands off you, and Sophia steps forward, shoves you against the wall, and punches you in the face. Sorry, I just had to do that.
Yeah, I genuinely deserve that.
The
So
brick cracks behind your head.
Yep. Who sent? Why are you here? What? Why now?
Because now we need your help. Because you were finally able to come in contact with it, and you broadcasted your signal. You are ready then. Obviously you're ready.
What's ready? No, I mean I can be ready. I've done nothing with my life since you guys died. I've been running. If you need me, I can do something. I'm capable.
Yeah, we need you pretty badly.
I'm ready.
So, I don't know how best to say this. We're not alone. You're not alone. Except you sort of are. And it doesn't necessarily make sense the first time someone explains it, so just, be prepared.
Okay.
Ginningot's alive. And its job is to protect the material that it's made out of. Your job is to protect the material that you're made of, that we're made of.
So.
And we're all dead, but something else is Ginningot. It's alive inside of us. We call it Toro.
Total.
Can you say that name? Yes. It's speaking to you.
Yeah. No, I hear it. I hear it. So this is, you want me to protect from Caliphate Studios, I'm assuming. Their tent, and I gesture to where their tent is, and I go, they've been tearing apart Ginningot.
No shit. We
Right.
would know better than you. We've been there. You just died there and left. Or you didn't.
I didn't.
Didn't die
But
there.
you guys did die. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's sorry. And Mateo goes, well, he should be. He doesn't really know why, though. It's fine.
I fought with the same... I put my life on the line just as much as you did, and that bullet went through your head, not mine. There was nothing I could do about that, and many days I wished it went through my head. Many days.
That's lovely. Really is. You want to tell that to the person who fired the shot? You see another person drops down from the rooftop with a gun. Hey man, just a person you've never seen before.
Yeah, getting get was a free for all. Anybody could have fired that. Who the hell are?
Oh, I killed him. I killed Mateo.
And I looked at Mateo and I go, so you guys are clearly. So do I kill him in your honor?
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try.
What do you? Okay, and I give. I pull out my energy sword and give a half-hearted swing towards the guy.
Do you want to even make an attack roll?
No.
You see he sort of ducks into your grip and hits your wrist, and you drop the sword.
Yeah, and so from just the amount of combat that I've been in, can I gauge how good this guy is?
Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's not acting of his own volition. He's acting of like a collective volition.
Oh.
He's not his. He's using skills that are not just from one person, but like collected from any number of minds.
And like, is this Bugle Conclave stuff? Is this how they do it? I mean,
No, don't you dare sully us with that name. We are the Legions of Tara.
okay.
You are supposed to lead us.
That's
Did it tell you that you are La Llama Elevada?
No, what's that?
All right.
Hey, you just dropped out of the sky and...
Listen, we're gonna need you to come back to getting God with us.
And I turn to look towards the back of the convention where I assume these three guys are. And I go... I made a deal with someone.
All right. We move back into the plaza. David Coney, you're sitting at your lovely setup, sort of half made by nanobots, half furniture that you took from the Black Arrow, and
You dare!
you are at once walked up to by Fermin of Fjord. David Coney, how are you?
Mr. Fjord, I'm doing well. Fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing very, very well, David Coney. What do you have to show me?
Well, I have a variety of things. I'd like you to first and foremost try our quantum slot machine. I mean, this thing is quite the beast. And then our wormhole roulette first. I mean, we gotta get the fun out of the way first.
I must admit, I'm not necessarily here for gambling and games.
Well, I mean, then that's unfortunate that you've that's half of my entire display. But if you want to see the other half, then that can most certainly be arranged. Allow me to get my stabilizers out real quick. It's my nanotech.
Good. He like grabs another chair, sits down at the other side of the table, looks at you and says, and of course, no offense to your slot machines.
Yeah, of course.
Stuff.
Of course. I will make an arrangement for you to try it out in the field.
Our work here is done. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay.
Now, how's working for Caliphate been going?
I have to be completely honest. Not great. I've been able to do research. I've been able to work with some stuff that I can't necessarily disclose in public, but it's going. And it's going in a direction that I don't necessarily like.
And what direction is that?
Weaponry.
That is unfortunate and troubling, though I hate to say it, but isn't that something that you signed up for to an extent?
I thought yes, but I thought it was going to be, half weaponry, half innovative technology, like Caliphate Studios has done in the past.
Yeah. Well, let us check out first and foremost these wonderful new stabilizers I've created. Let's see if we can change your fortunes a little bit afterwards.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. All
right. So I'll pull out. I'm like, oh, you don't see them?
No, they're. Where are they?
They're right here, and then all the nanoboxes come out of the table, and they coalesce into a structural model.
David Coney, that is a piece of work right there. I'll tell you that.
Thank
they
you.
sort of what do the nanobots do?
Well, they form sort of a living diagrammic model of what the actual workings of it are. It's sort of like a wave or something.
That's
like that.
very
So cool.
That is. Wow. He looks at it. He goes, that is so cool.
That's one way of putting it.
Do you have the blueprints? How does it all work? Can you explain it to me? I'll just say you, Carter.
A magician doesn't reveal all of his secrets at once.
At once, but certainly in the future, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Now, you say that you may have the missing piece to my half of the puzzle. What might that be?
No, I can tell you, but that's the thing. See, that's the thing I was telling you about. I can't disclose it here in public, especially because he points towards the Caliphate Studios tent. They're not necessarily one to share.
Yeah.
So...
Surprising considering the tacky monstrosity that is they're labeling at the moment. I have a wonderful ride share that I've booked for the long term. A ship called the Black Arrow, if you'd like to go and meet over there, or we can go meet at a wonderful bistro across the street.
Cool. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You, after this, I've seen proof. I can show you proof of what I'm working on here right now, and then we'll meet up at New Cancun later, and you have blueprints and things.
Absolutely.
In Inspire, yeah. Okay, great. And we'll deal with that. We'll do the exchange, so to speak, there.
Indeed.
Because I still don't know how this works, and you still don't know how my thing
And
works.
tell your employers that I send my regards, and I offer a plethora of vouchers for our next excursion at New Cancun. We're opening up a new facility called the Royal Isle. It's based on this mythical land called Hibernia. It's going to be quite the Emerald Isle Hotel and Casino. It's going to be quite the experience.
It's gonna be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful.
That's nice.
Unlimited.
A land filled of song and bravery.
Unlimited
Okay.
song and beer.
He looks at you and goes, I'll be sure to pass that off.
Fantastic.
All right. What are you doing after this? You want to just head back down? You want to just head back? Sorry, that sounded. I'm sorry. That sounded off. After this, can you come back? Can you go back to the Spire immediately?
I can indeed. Yep, for sure.
Even though you're with other people.
All right, so just a ride share. It'll work out fine.
Okay. Well then, I don't know how I'm gonna meet you there.
I have a wonderful ride share booked at the moment. I hope you don't mind. There's some senior characters on board.
I'll just get a ride over. I have a spaceship. Caliphate Studios can get me a ride over there, especially if it's because I've made a deal with you.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, we'll deal with that. They are very, very interested in what you're working on. I'm sure you know that.
Absolutely, and likewise with you folks. It's always been a beautiful partnership. You guys is spending your bonuses at my casino and winning every now and then, and but spending your money on the buffet, the wonderful merchandise we have. It's always a wonderful partnership that we have just mercantilely, and now we're going to have a partnership technologically.
That is something I'm greatly looking forward to, David.
Fantastic. And pass on my regards to your CEO.
Cool. Spire, a couple days, I'll be in touch. You'll exchange blueprints, I'll exchange materials, and we'll have a great time.
All right. And is he walking away now? Or?
He's what is it?
Oh, no. I just wanted to say something to Junior.
Yeah, sure. He turns and walks away.
All right, Junior. Let's get some bots on him and track him. Make sure he's not doing anything nefarious on its way.
would you like to send your homunculus servant after, sir?
Nothing that big. Let's just implant him with a couple of nanobots, you know.
We'll lose range pretty quickly, sir.
Alright, homunculus servant it is.
Your nanobots sort of coalesce into a singular. What form does your homunculus servant take?
Like a sort of like floating like orb, you know, that is very multifaceted. You know, you can just like create tools outside it.
It floats up into the air, sort of disappears retroreflectively, and follows after Ronna.
Okay, so I presume I've gotten into the lobby at this point?
Yeah, you walk straight into the lobby. No big deal. You just had a little conversation.
Cool,
with
and I
Jeffrey.
assume it's pretty busy. It's a nice law lobby?
It is not as busy as you would have thought. There's nothing really going on in here. There's a person behind the counter, sort of cyborg, with like half human features. A lot of Caliphate Studios workers who like access a lot of data all at once have like a lot of cybertronic
Cybernetic elements. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I want to blend in.
Sure.
So I'm going to sit down on. I'm sure there's like a waiting area.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit down on a comfortable looking chair that will allow me to see all of the lobby.
Yeah.
And I will look around to see what I can glean from this situation if I was trying to break into the upper floors.
Fantastic. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Cool. 12.
You notice there are two entrances to the inside of the building. You have no clue where the stairs might be. Nothing about the building structure is revealed, like internal structure is revealed by the outside of it.
Okay.
And you see, looking through the little glass panes that run along the doors, that they're heavily armored, but it doesn't look like it. The doors do not, like, you can't see anything of note through the other doors. You see some tables, you see some workers moving around. From the door directly behind the counter, there's just blank wall behind them.
Okay. Cool. In that case, while I'm processing this information, and I probably take out my notebook and scrawl a couple of notes down.
Cool.
I probably just wait for Jeffrey to arrive.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little thing for Jeffrey really quickly.
Cool.
Are you gonna do anything else in this room?
He's probably going to take a look at the receptionist.
Okay. Would you like to make an insight check? Would you like to make a would you like to go up to her and try to glean something?
I'm just like taking a look if there's like anything noticeable, anything I might be able to exploit. I don't know.
So you look at her, half cyborg, half of her looks very much like Elena Holtz. The other half of her is just normal, maybe darker skin.
How old is she?
She looks about like 40 years old.
Question for you.
Can
cyborgs have kids?
It does depend on like how much of the cyborg.
I can't see any cybernetics. I assume that would prevent her from doing so.
You do not see.
In case I need to get the receptionist away from the countertop, I might. Sorry.
What?
I might pose as like someone on the phone, figure out what the phone number behind the countertop is, and call her as like a school. If she has kids, it's a gambit.
That is a really good idea. Are you going to?
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet. I'm gonna wait for Jeffrey to come.
Why don't you go ahead and give me an insight check to try and glean whether or not she has kids?
Okay, cool.
What?
Cool.
How would you do that?
Wait. I didn't see that, not the number. I'm going to utilize my bardic inspiration.
You can't give it to yourself.
I can't give it to myself?
No, that's not how bardic inspiration works.
Damn.
Oh no. That's
We're looking
bad.
at a saucy 10 here.
Saucy 10. Yeah, you're not.
I'm
you're
not sure.
This is a tough one. As you're staring, you're just sort of like, she gonna look down at a picture? Is she gonna check notifications? No, she's really locked in right now. Jeffrey walks in the door, goes, "Hey, Fermin, what are you looking at?" Just so loud.
Okay. I guess I'm not hiding my first name. But I walk up to him and shake his hand like a business thing. I whisper into his ear, "Let's keep it down, Jeffries, yeah? I think the best way in, I've taken a look around, these windows look pretty secure. I think the best way in is going to be to pretend that we have a meeting."
Oh, okay. Yeah. Pretend that we have a meeting?
I don't see another way.
I mean, we don't have a meeting.
We do not have a meeting.
Usually we have a meeting.
Well, I'll sort it out. Sit down.
Okay. You see he sits down, he starts like typing and stuff. He's like, you want to get a meeting?
Is that possible? At this point?
Give me like 2 minutes. And you see he starts like typing away,
Okay.
trying to...
Don't do anything rash though. There might be another way.
No, I got this.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I hope he got this.
You see he he's typing away at some things. He hits a couple of buttons and a red error message comes up on his screen. He goes, "Shit. We're fine. We're not busted or anything like that."
Fermin is keeping a straight face, but he's, inside he's like, "Oh my God, what is this kid doing?"
No, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm trying.
He's not saying that.
No. He instantly sort of like gleans that you're looking at him.
Okay,
funny.
cool.
He's like, "I'll tell you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm trying to.
It's okay.
Trying to get the IP address so that I can look at her schedule. Cool. And then I'm trying to get to like see what she's looking at. Try to break into that. Get her to see something else so we can walk up."
Understood.
Damn it! So I'm try again. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
At a certain point, as he's typing away, the door opens and some agents walk through and start looking around the room.
Cool.
With intent.
Fermin notices that and kind of slaps his wrist to get him to put the thing away.
What? Oh.
Fermin is like, "It's okay. Let's do it old school."
Right. Okay. Yeah. Alright. You take the lead. I got it.
Okay. So first of all, I should have given bardic inspiration to him.
Do you want to? Because that could
Should
change.
we?
That could change the outcome.
Let's just try it again.
That could definitely change the outcome.
Okay,
What is
here.
your bardic inspiration die? Is a D8?
Yeah, a D8. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Do I roll the D8 or do you want?
No, I do. But I'll roll it in front of you guys. Or why don't you roll it?
Okay.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Please be good.
That's a 1.
6. Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
Healthy 6.
So, you see the
I as he's typing away at it, I pat him on the shoulder and say, "You've got this, Jeffries. This is simple stuff. You've done it a million times.
Yeah, I know. It's just a really hard encryption.
Keep it hidden."
Those are agents. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
But Fermin keeps a close eye on the agents in case they make movements towards him, and he kind of keeps his head down.
Yep. He
tries to kind of blend in naturally.
Mhm.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like, he's not trying to hide, but he's trying to, like, just not seem suspicious. Like, he's done a lot of this before. He knows how to blend in, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeffrey looks at you and goes, "Check out what I'm doing. Pretend it's funny." I mean, look at that, right?
Kids these days, yeah.
You see, he's like putting in a bunch of syntax. He's looking at a black screen with things going across.
This is hilarious stuff, man.
He hits like three buttons.
That cat is hilarious.
He hits 3 different buttons. He slides across. He goes, "I know, right? It's so EP." And there's like a picture of a cat there.
Yeah.
And then the agents are like, and they keep walking past. He like swipes back. Enters a command. Gestures towards the desk, and the robotic lady looks down. "Agent Jeffrey."
Why did he lead with agent? This kid is stupid.
Agent Jeffrey stands up, pats you on the shoulder. He goes,
First name agent, last name Jeffrey.
he goes, "Hey, thanks, Fermin. Thank you so much. I got this." And he walks up to the desk. Do you follow him?
Yes, I do follow him. I'm his business partner. We're here. We're investment bankers. Do you want to know why we're investment bankers?
Why?
No one knows what investment banking is.
You see the half cyborg looks at Jeffrey. Goes, Agent Jeffrey, I presume. And Jeffrey goes, "Yep, that's me." She says, "Right this way. Who's that?"
Fermin Johnson. We are business partners, but the reservation was made under his name.
Yeah,
He's the one with all the points on the hotel cards and stuff.
Yeah, the reservation was only for one. And Jeffrey turns and looks at you. He goes, "It's okay, I got it."
Oh, you won't mind two coming along. We have a very important
Jeffrey
meeting.
looks at you. He's like, "Oh, I got it."
Okay, I'm gonna try and use a bit of persuasion here.
Should the cyborg goes, "There's nothing I can do. You'll have to wait outside."
Fucking Jeffrey. Come on! There must be a way to convince her that two people can come into the meeting.
Anything you would like to say to Jeffrey before he walks through the door?
Are you kidding me? Come on! There must be a way I can go on after him.
Good luck, champ.
Let me see. Okay, first thing, Jeffrey, when he says "I got this," is he doing this on his own, or is he gonna find a way to get me in?
No, he's doing this on his own.
Okay, fucking idiot. Number two,
Yeah.
I'm going to walk to the door with him,
Sure.
all fancy like,
Yeah.
and then I am going to wait for them to go out of sight. Wait until things are good, because the receptionist isn't there. I'm gonna wait until no one is watching.
Sure.
And I'm going to sneak in with a certain spell I have, a certain gadget I have that should allow me to unlock this door without problem.
Okay. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yep.
I'm gonna adjudicate this as fairly as I can.
Okay.
While also telling you, the D&D player,
Yep.
that there represents by this door sort of a hostile zone.
Yes. Oh no. Fermin is going to be fully spying it.
Okay.
Here.
Additionally, as soon as the receptionist steps away from the desk, she hits a button, and two more agents walk into the room. It's just
Jeffrey, what are you nonce? Come on, man.
Jeffrey goes, I promise you, it's gonna be fine. I only use one person. I can do this.
I kind of put my hand on his shoulder and I kind of squeeze a little bit and I say, "Don't do that again."
Okay. And
And then kind
he
of walk off.
He gestures to the receptionist, who leads him through the door.
Right, I'm gonna see.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna see what can be done about this while Jeffrey is having his little fake meeting. Okay. Okay, cool. First of all, I make way towards the door back out into the plaza.
Yep.
But I want to pass by the receptionist's desk on the way.
Do you want to do anything at the receptionist desk?
I just want to have a quick glance and see what I can make out.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, just to do it discreetly.
That is going to be a 20 dirty.
Oh, you are totally fine.
You're
Yep.
chilling like villains.
Not
bro.
only because you beat their passive perception, but also because even if I was rolling perception, I would have rolled a natural one.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So, you look, you see a screen with 0 openings at this time. Fully, completely blocked off schedule. You see there are a bunch of different names, none of which you can get right now. But you recognize one. Gimnasio, which is the name of the Knights Templar person who was talking on that conversation that you,
Yep.
the group
Right.
chat that you took from Aaron.
What time is that?
What time is it?
This meeting.
What's going on right now?
Okay. Is there any? Okay. What floor is it happening on?
It's happening in the basement.
Happening in the basement. Okay. So as soon as I avert my eyes away,
Yep.
I look for how there could possibly be a basement. Is there? So as they went through the door,
Yep.
I imagine I could see. So it's frosted glass.
Yeah.
I imagine I could see through the doorway.
Yeah. You as they open the door, you see there's a big common area with a lot of tables and things. There's a lot of on the walls running that way. There's a lot of conference rooms. Towards the back, there's a big walled off section with some doors that are not like the normal doors. They're like heavy armored doors. You could go around to the other side of the building and be closer. Speaking of the other side of the building,
Okay.
we're gonna do sort of like a sweep across the plaza as you exit the plaza, as you exit the lobby of Caliphate Studios, turn into the plaza. You see David Coney, who is concentrating. You see in your mind's eye as the homunculus does its thing. You're looking through its vision, and you're watching Ramna sort of walk through the place. He walks around the building and then circles around the side of the building, pulls the disguised self off, and it's a Martian.
All right. So
And he goes to a door on the side of the building on the other side of Fermin, the side opposite of Fermin walking out of, side opposite of the lobby, scans a card, opens the door, and walks through.
is my homunculus able to follow him in?
No.
No. Well, I hate to be that kind of guy. Nanobots can fit through any crack.
Okay. You're gonna try to get the homunculus to
Follow him in.
Follow him
I
in?
have a plan. It's hilarious.
All right. I want you to. This is difficult, right? This is an armored door. Your homunculus can definitely try to break through.
Well, not break through. It can literally, their tiny little nanos can fit through the cracks if this thing isn't hermetically sealed.
Who said it's not?
All right, we'll see.
I want an intelligence sleight of hand check. That's what I
Alright.
want.
I like that.
Well, that's gonna be a 21. Dirty.
21.
Yeah.
Okay. You are not able. You are able to get some nanobots through.
Yeah.
It is going to take you 5 minutes of actively concentrating on these things for you to get all of them in.
All right, Dar, I have a wonderful idea.
Okay. If you sit there concentrating for a second, we go over to Vance Orclad. The hand has hit your shoulder. Do not worry. I am not Caliphate Studios. You see, he twists his wrists. You see the V. Will you follow and walk with me for a moment?
Not until I get some answers.
Why do you think I want you to walk with me?
I grumble when I follow him.
You are... Okay, I have a theory. You know that Knights Templar are building an army for the king, yes?
Naturally.
Building an armada.
We passed by it on Toledo.
Uh-huh. Yes. That is where their major shipyards are. That is Knights Templar territory. I think, for one, I don't think that Knights Templar is building that armada for the king. I think they're going to try to use it to go to war against him with the Mughal systems gone live.
After the War of the Credit, that didn't go so well last time.
Well, you see, it is under the pretense of a government to corporate deal that this is being built in the first place. I think that we are going to need to rally forces.
We?
Yes. See, now, as you know, you are familiar with what this means, yes?
Well, let's just pretend I'm not.
Okay. See, he looks around. You're better at this than I am. Is there anyone watching or listening to us now? Go ahead and give me a perception or insight check.
Ooh.
Give me an insight check.
Ooh, insight burr. 24.
Is anyone listening or watching?
No, we're in the clear here.
Good. Okay. V stands for Visigoth. We work for the king in secret. We make things happen behind the scenes in Iberia. We have been at work here since before the corporate war of the credits. Since before the House of Leon fell. We have always been in service to the nation of Iberia as a whole. We are looking out for its best interests, and at the moment the king is being stubborn. He wishes to protect our borders, and good on him, he knows what he's doing, but he does not see that his real problem is one inside. It's Knights Templar. You are Vance Ortcloud.
The one and only.
That remains to be seen. However, I know you, and I know that you can rally the people. I've tried very hard to go and make peace between the Visigoth and the monarchy with the Barbary pirates. It has not gone well, so I need a representative. Will you help me muster the power of Barbaria so that we may defend from the threat inside our borders?
See, I would really love to, but you see, Zandy and I, we aren't on the greatest of terms right now.
Who is that?
Captain Zandief Pelt.
Oh.
You see, I may or may not have removed the burden of a given shipment that they would have.
You stole from Zandief Pelt. You stole from Dread Barbary Captain Zandief Pelt.
I like to refer to it as borrowing, but
We are all doomed. I will have to. Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain that there is nothing you can do?
I mean, if you know them well enough to smooth things over, but
She threatened to cut my balls off, feed them to me, and then slice off my head before I could get the chance to swallow.
oh yeah, wow. Oh yeah, they love using that one. I get that at least thrice a week. Trust me, it's one of their favorites.
It's one of their favorites. That's one of their favorites. You have experience. How
What the
many
fu-
shipments have you stolen from Captain Zandief Pelt?
You see, I count on my fingers, but very quickly run out of fingers. So like, probably something in the low teens.
Interesting. You can definitely get to Barbaria then.
You know you would think, but I don't have a great eye for directions, if you know what I mean.
If I give you a shipment to reimburse to her, will she bring you to Barbaria?
Well, you know, Zandy and I have a special relationship. They've forgiven me in the past. I'm sure they will again. With this, if you do
I assume
intend to
so.
give me this.
Of course. Let us keep in touch. Vance Clouds?
Yes.
Alonzo. He turns around, you see he walks into the crowd, gives one last nod to you, and as people walk past him and they clear, he is gone. Before he walks away, you hear him he pulls you a little bit closer and goes, I would investigate downstairs, but be very careful.
Just for clarification, this is all very important to me. I also want to kill Amar Jin. That is also still on my mind. I saw this man. I am planning to kill this man today. That is my current plan.
Okay. What was the last thing you said, if I remember correctly?
I can't. I've made a deal.
And what are the terms of that deal, Enzo?
Someone helped me get off of a planet while I was compromised, and in return I offered my servitude as a doctor and a warrior.
And yet, the heightened mind seeks to pawn himself off.
It was a desperate situation. It was a last resort. Ever since Caliphate, I've been very careful about taking contracts. And this one
What
was a
happened with
must.
Caliphate? Oh, right. I remember. It was when you came to Ginnungagap again.
Yes.
We assumed you had come back because you had realized what had happened. But no.
It was a mining
You-
expedition.
You took things. And now you have yet to return them.
What happened to Valentino and Emil?
You see, Matteo and Sophia take a step back and put their hands to their heads. Very dead. Among us.
So, every friend that I've had is now a walking zombie with
Uncouth.
this in my head, keeping them alive.
You assume so much of yourself, and yet you assume the wrong things. You are grand design, Enzo, but you are also wrong. You are not that special. You aren't keeping us alive. It is your job to protect it and us and yourself, but it's not about you. It's about what you can do with us.
And why would I do that? I mean, you certainly aren't acting the way Matteo did.
Because I'm not Matteo.
So why would I care? I mean, you come to me in my dead friends' bodies and they're dead.
No.
Any advantage that you had, you've just lost.
And how did I remember you then?
You stole their memories,
I didn't steal anything. I just shared. And you see that this is like Matteo's gesturing and his alliteration. I just shared it. So.
completely different personality, damn.
Sophia steps up and goes, that sandpaper eye just sort of giving you a once over again. You're missing the point, Enzo.
Yeah, you need me, and I
You
want...
have a duty.
I made a deal.
Oh, I understand that.
Okay, so what's...
You have to honor that, of course.
Yes.
But eventually we will come back, and we'll bring you to Ginnungagap, where we can engage you with the source. And hopefully you won't die, so that you can remain the Yarma Elevada, and you can lead us and protect it, us, and yourself. You understand, it's not so clear-cut. I have to use all of these pronouns because it's not just one thing. Toro is not just one thing, it is all of us. And you see, like, as the word Toro comes up, everything pulses. Even the molten flesh inside of them pulses. And you get that in the back of your mind that...
Just because I've made a deal with this man does not mean I can... I am refrained from helping. We are investigating Caliphate Studios at the moment. If there's something you need from me, if you truly are my friends, then I will help.
You see, Matteo dismisses the guy that killed him. And the guy looks over and he goes, y'all keep watch. And he darts up the side of the building, sort of moving with a strange dexterity that isn't exactly human, but is also very, very human, and disappears from view. Matteo and Sophia look at you and go, we are, but we're also so much more. And you are all of that as well.
All that matters is that
And
you're
you're
still
alive.
here. I don't know what me being alive means. I don't know why it matters, but I will help however I can while constrained by my deal with this man.
Your intersectionalities may provide a path to cooperation with us anyway. Just be ready, Enzo.
Okay.
We will cover your escape from this place.
Thank you.
You know which I speak. And as she says that, they start turning away.
Well,
you hear.
but before they do that,
Yeah.
I take off the arm piece of my armor
Yeah.
and roll down the sleeve that I have, and it's just a giant mural tattoo of both Matteo and Sophia together. I'm like, I'm very glad I got to see you again. And then I put my armor back on.
You see, they look sort of amused. And then they both smile. That's... Yeah.
Alright, and
You will protect us.
Yeah, and I...
And they turn, as they turn, you... The plaza, the golden, the horse with wings falling to the side, fire, torrents, strange detonations going off and just sucking everything around it into the void. Caliphate Studios, the building, opening, figures streaming out of it. You see a bunch of Toro zombies crawling out of the sewers, grabbing people, snapping necks. You see Knights Templar shock troopers drawing swords, cutting them down. You see people in like suits wielding like techno canes, slapping people to the side. A bunch of uniformed people running down the street with rifles and medium battle armor, and their faces are all the same. Their faces are all Vance or Cloud. They're not there.
Everything's normal. I dash into the plaza and I use my helmet. Does my helmet have any sort of buff to look for specific people?
Are you looking for them?
I'm looking for them.
Okay. You will be able to find them. David Coney?
Well, I've been trying to find a rental basement from Groupon for the past 5 minutes.
Fantastic.
Whilst I send the rest of my nanobots over to where the nanobots are currently trying to get into the door behind that gentleman, because I have a wonderful, wonderful plan for how to go about this.
Great. As you're focusing, some people walk up to your stand. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Mind Your Own Business.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. You happen to have some really cool machines there that we'd like to.
Thank you. I do. Junior,
invest in.
engage customer service mode. Then talks in my exact voice.
Yeah, the table sort of extends like a nanobot representation of your face. It's like, that's not holograms, is it? No, it is not. I am Junior. David Coney Jr. And the Junior starts talking to them. You concentrate on these nanobots. Go ahead and give me another intelligence sleight of hand check. See if you can improve your odds here.
Not as good of a roll as last time, I'll be honest, but 17.
17 is perfectly fine. You swarm your way into you find your way into through into the door's inner mechanics, and you find a way into the key card lock, and the deadbolt mechanism that you can sever with some nanobots. You sever it, but you get a notification in your head, Junior, as he's talking to customer service, is also talking to you and goes, "Sir, I wouldn't recommend opening that door. There is a Knights Templar trooper directly outside of it."
Well, that's why we send backup, Junior. All the nanobots, I want them over there.
Well, we can't take him alone. We're going to need backup. The others, perchance.
I mean, can we do this stealthily? Just have them all crawl out the back way, and the door just opens. This gentleman doesn't see anything except for tiny, tiny little specks on the ground.
And he'll see that and then raise the alarm.
Well, all right then. I guess we have to get some help, Junior. All right. Folks, what do you think of my product so far?
Oh, absolutely spectacular, sir. We'd like to buy off the quantum slot machine.
A quantum slot? You're not in the casino business, are you?
How does 1 billion credits sound?
Are you able to do a direct transfer? I'll give you the patent right here, right now. You got the cash on hand?
I thought you were gonna haggle a bit more. Sure, absolutely. You see they pull up off of their hollow watch. It's like this man and woman. They're masquerading as like a young couple, but they're actually like very like you see they're actually like super analyzing like business patterns and whatnot. They pull a figure like 9-figure number, and here you go.
I do have one more question.
Yeah.
I receive royalties.
Do you receive royalties?
I receive royalties from the purchase of my patent. % royalties.
1.5.
Done. There we are, and I deposit the billion credits into my direct personal account, my secure account, the one that I'm gonna make sure that Junior put this into an offshore account just in case anything happens to the main stuff in the next couple of days.
I can't believe this.
And pay the royalties into that as well. Pleasure doing business with you. Now I'm gonna roll. Can I roll insight to see who these people are?
Yeah,
They're
sure.
Definitely sketchy. Junior, run facial recognition.
Copy.
Oh, that was a terrible roll for me.
Junior didn't roll too well either.
Junior and I have no clue.
Yeah, you just business. Just happened. Very good business just happened all of a sudden.
All
At
right.
this point, all of you converge into the center of the plaza.
I need you guys to help me take out this specific individual who's by a doorway. Then we'll be.
And as I know, we have to go.
No worries. It's all right. They'll be quick.
I have no idea when this will happen, but at some point, this entire place is becoming an apocalypse.
So you don't know when it's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen at some point.
I know it's going to happen sometime while
I'm sorry.
we're here.
I have. If it's going to happen while we're here, then it's going to happen while we're here. There is some business I need to attend
Same
to.
here. I need at least one of you guys to come help me kick some teeth in.
You do
Where do you
realize
I'm going to the side door where a Caliphate Studios guard is.
I'm
Let's
going
have
the
one.
same way.
Would this perhaps go into a basement by chance?
The basement is where I'm hoping to end up.
Well, you see, I've been trying to rent a basement because I have a wonderful idea to meet with a certain individual.
I look around and I go, okay, all three of you have
Listen,
a location.
Enzo, you can. I appreciate your visions, and they've come in very helpful in the past. But this is key to my mission. If I'm not successful here, I'm staying.
I'm contractually obligated to, as
We signed no papers.
We made
You
it.
offered your help, and it was very generous.
we made a deal.
I hereby release you from the terms of our deal. You are not an employee or a servant. You are a friend.
I turn around and I go,
And I'm already walking over there.
yep, and I catch up to you guys, which isn't too hard. I go, I suppose I'll be protecting you for a little longer, but
A great
Fermin,
big smile goes across Fermin's face.
Fermin, I'd watch the word friends. I took a bite out of the last one I had.
I'll be careful.
You guys all make your way down the street towards the side of the building.
Okay, sorry. As we're going there,
Yep.
I kind of huddle over what went up and I say, we're going to take this the diplomatic route, the sneaky route.
So, as you know, my wonderful little flying orb here, Junior, he'll be able to give us a hand. I can incapacitate this gentleman, and then proceed to wrap him in something of an obscuring.
Would it not?
Plug, and then
Because
take him wherever
because
we want.
I don't have a card to get into this. I assume it's a card that activates it. So I don't have a card, but my plan is to use just like a credit card, I guess.
Yeah.
And as I press it to the scanner, I cast my knock.
That is unnecessary. And then I say, gentlemen, get ready for a little bit of action.
You snap
Yeah.
and
And
there's
then,
a soft click and the door just goes.
and then I open the door and can I cast sleep on this wonderful gentleman who is?
Yeah. So
Oh,
there's
hold on. If he's casting sleep, I'll also cast sleep,
okay.
and then we'll double sleep it.
This Knights Templar trooper, like in full battle armor, scanning around. You snap. Door opens up. He turns it. What? That's weird. Hey, is it?
And I catch him.
Oh,
before he
you
hits the ground.
catch him before he hits the ground.
Coney, well done.
Now, here's the next part of this plan. I'm assuming this gentleman that we're looking for is in this basement. Junior, you know what to do.
Junior assembles into a steel defender,
Yep.
which it takes the form of this like half humanoid, like half like centaur, but like panther centaur that paws stealthily down the stairs.
Let's just specify. So behind the door, what is there?
There is, as you open this door, there is a very small room with a door maybe 5 feet across, frosted glass. That is the door that you were looking at that looked incredibly armored from the inside, from the other side of the room, and just to the right, as you walk into the door, there is a staircase leading down into the depths of something.
Okay. Let's sneakily go down there, prepared because I have invisibility spells. We can do this without engaging anyone.
Actually, I have a similar plan. How it makes things a lot easier.
Okay,
I'm
what's
just
your
gonna do
plan?
my homunculus. I'm gonna cast invisibility. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna cast sleep on our CEO guy. And what's gonna happen is we're going to kidnap him.
We should just kill that guy.
No, we kidnap him because I have a wonderful idea. It's
We
gonna
should
be-
kill him.
We
No.
should kill him.
I need to
I
speak
want
to
him
this
dead.
guy.
I'm gonna
I
kill
need
him
to
as
speak
well.
I want him dead.
I need to speak to him.
How many more people can we kidnap in our hold?
No. I rented out a basement on Groupon. All right.
David, I want him dead.
Okay, hold on.
You can
Gentlemen,
do that after
Let's
I'm
formulate a
done.
plan. We don't even know what's down there. So
I'm going
I
to
think the
mine.
best thing is we cast invisibility on Coney's steel defender.
No, homunculus.
Homunculus. It walks downstairs, it scopes it out, and then we formulate a plan further from there. But for now, we be silent and let that first scoping out happen.
And Fermin, if you're worried about my armor has hollows. Can I just light him up and reflect what that guy was wearing?
Oh.
Yeah, I light up my hollows. Just
You can't really, because you have like different gear than a Knights Templar or Shock
True,
Trooper,
it is just
and you
different
don't
gear.
have the visor. Like, there's a bunch of things.
But like,
No.
could
Just match
it,
the colors,
unless
match the colors.
could it be like unless you investigate it, unless you look?
To
I am
glance,
simply gonna match the colors.
Yeah, you just match the regalia on
Okay.
Knights Templar.
That works. Okay, cool. So, are we set on the plan?
Yeah.
What is the plan?
So,
Homunculus is gonna fly down.
Homunculus is going to go down there. It's going to have invisible cast on it. We are going to be standing by for further action, but until such point as we have formulated a second plan based on what we witness, we will hold off. We may not even need a second plan. We might listen in and then get everything we need and then go down there, hopefully very quietly, guns blazing.
Let me give you some information. You can do that. But you will be standing by this door for a very long time on the street corner, looking very sketchy. Maybe
Oh, so we just
50.
walk inside of the door and then close it up behind us.
close behind. Four guys are inside the building. Close the door. The door does automatically lock from the outside. You guys can get out if you wish. Staircase going down. You summon up the homunculus servant.
Yep.
You cast invisibility, Fermin.
I cast invisibility on it, yes.
Okay. Either of you two do anything?
I've got 2 pistols out, ready to skedoodle anyone who comes at me.
I just light up my hollows and take out my sword. Also, which lights up with do Knights Templar have swords on them?
Yeah.
Great, light it up with their sword color.
You have to change the focus crystal.
Yeah.
You change the focus crystal in your sword to glow to do the thermal damage. You guys send the homunculus servant down. David, you project what it's seeing. Deep in the homunculus servant goes down one more level, down to a landing that has another armored door. The homunculus servant will take a long time to break through that door, and it will not be quiet. You guys will have to do that when you're
I just go do a hacking check.
It's not one of those.
I have a knock, so that's probably the better option.
Yeah.
While this is happening, sorry, I'm just texting Jeffries what's happening. I'm going to text him a couple of notes, maybe vaguely hint at what's going on, like, yeah, you know, making my way into downstairs. I'm gonna try and hide. I'm gonna try and make it obvious to him what's doing it. But if someone like were to read his texts, they might not know.
You get a text back saying, "I figured you'd do something like this. Good luck anyway."
Okay, I text back like a boomer, like a thumbs up emoji. Period.
Nice.
I have to navigate the menu on my BlackBerry with the arrow keys because it's not touchscreen.
Okay. Are you guys gonna go down the staircase to this little landing and open up the vaulted door?
I go down first. I put you guys behind me.
Yeah, Vance is getting very bored right now. I think they have a low. They're like Carter. They have undiagnosed ADHD. So I'm gonna go down the stairs as well.
All right.
Cool. Well then, Fermin will follow.
Okay.
And I start to rage.
Yeah.
We all get down to the landing without slipping on a big banana peel.
Yeah. You all want to give me perception checks?
Well, I did well. We're looking at a solid 19.
Solid 19.
That is a solid 11.
Okay.
Any chance I can make this an insight roll?
No. How is this insight?
I don't know, but I want to.
13.
There's a nat 1.
Okay. The best we have is a 19.
Yep.
No big deal with the nat one. 19. You someone through the frosted glass. You see a shadow pass over the frosted glass door. And you just duck to the side. Luckily, you don't know if they saw you guys, but
They wouldn't assume that we were up to no good.
they wouldn't assume that you were up to no good. Because the glass is frosted, they didn't see who you are. They just saw figures, a group of figures
So,
in there, and walked.
We're on the landing,
You are now on the landing.
and
There are
that
no-
has the frosted glass there too.
No, this
Okay.
is an armored.
Cool.
This is an armored, like, full-on steel, like, barricaded, barred.
Understood. Could I just kind of press my ear to the wall and see if there's absolutely anything I can make out?
You can hear nothing.
Nada. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to get through this wall at some point.
You're gonna have to get through
So
Or how
I
the
may
door.
as well just bite the bullet, right?
this.
knock.
Cast knock.
Yeah.
You
no.
recognize that makes a sound that can be heard 300 feet in any direction.
Wow.
You guys see that just on the wall next to the door, there's a little keycard phone mechanism.
Alright, I see you like pull out, your little key thing. Where'd you get that? They outlawed those things like 200 years ago. Can you give that to me, dude? What are you doing?
Sure.
Not the first illegal
I'm
thing
like-
we've seen Orcloud do, to be fair.
Where
I'm
did
not sure
you
why it's a shock.
find this? Because like these things, I'm assuming are pretty hard to come by.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. I'm
Pirates.
like, yeah. I'm like,
I have my sources.
I just look at them. I scoff. I'm like, okay, and I just do it, and then let me roll.
Yeah, you
I
press
gotta
it
get
up.
one of those things.
All right, 21. Dirty.
You press it up to the thing, type in a couple of digits. There's a code. There's like a full-on like code that it's expecting to read. You just implant it through. The door.
I
Okay,
push it open.
Everyone, I just go, and because Fermin is so stealthy,
Yep.
he's going to insist that everyone waits while he tiptoes down the stairwell to see what's going
Okay,
on.
How about the invisible flying
Hey,
robot?
wait! Before anyone says anything else, I'm gonna do something as a dungeon master here. Any sound that you make is right here in this room is a sound that is made in the game. The door is now open. Whenever you make a sound, that could be a creak of your chair, that could be a cracking of a chip bag. I roll 2d20s, and whenever I get a nat 20, shit does not go well. And I'm serious. Okay, you're lucky.
Junior,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
send the homunculus to have a cloak.
Copy that.
Okay, sorry, Connor.
Yep.
Fermin, judging from the signs from his compatriots, begins to tiptoe down these stairs as stealthily as he possibly can.
I would like to go after him also as stealthily as I can.
No, you're big and...
I stop moving.
What are you doing?
Everybody, stay behind me. I'm very good on the stairs. I have an invisible flying orb. Why are we sending a
sound? The invisible flying orb is not silent.
I pin these two behind me and I let him walk down the stairs.
Okay, so Fermin begins to sneak down the stairs. This is his bread and butter, man. This is what he loves doing. He just kind of creeps down as slowly and methodically as he can, and kind of peeks his head around the next kind of turn in the stairwell to make sure everything is good before continuing.
You open the door. Instantly, you are on a balcony, somewhat of a presentation floor. Like someone would go onto this floor to present to everybody in the balcony.
Is it like an auditorium?
Somewhat of an auditorium. The audience of said auditorium is a balcony that runs along this. So you're right here, and you walk down these stairs, and you're on the balcony that runs along the wall that you're on, and then along the wall to the other side. On the other side where that one runs, there's a door that leads into a room that has glass panels that can oversee. So it's sort of like an indoor balcony looking down onto this the floor.
Fermin immediately, when he sees that there are people that could be looking at him, touches himself, casts invisibility, and gets on the ground.
The balcony is empty. There's no one on the balcony. There is, in fact, staircases from the balcony on the other side of the room and on your side of the room that lead down to the floor of the auditorium, where there is a sort of raised platform in the center of it. And standing on that platform are a bunch of identical figures snapping at attention, Vance Sword Cloud faces, and Knights Templar regalia, with swords with swords on their sides and assault rifles in their arms. There are Knights Templar shock troopers at each corner of the room, sort of scanning the floor, not really looking around, but they're never really looking up at the balcony. Some Caliphate Studios scientists patrolling the area, monitoring probably like biological things about these clones, and who you can only imagine is Amar Jin in a long brown coat with a purple with a purple shirt underneath, sort of elongated head for cybertronic implants. And standing beside him is a man in all like a red robes, but like laced with circuitry and patterns. His head is shaved completely bald and has like circuitry running through it. He's got a scruffy white beard, and a tablet in his hand, and the Knights Templar logo on his breast.
This is Ignacio?
You can only assume so. Ignacio. And he looks at Amarja and he goes, "Yes, these are up to par, I would imagine. I'm not necessarily sure I'd invite them on my battleship before I saw their killing capabilities." And Amarjan is like, "I assure you, I oversaw the process myself. I took the one clone that can kill better than any other, and I accentuated that desire for following orders in them. These clones, they do not think like humans. They wish to obey whoever they're programmed to obey."
Perception check?
You definitely hear this.
No. Is Amar wearing a shield?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
We're on the balcony.
You're on the balcony.
Okay. Net 20.
Yes!
He's wearing a shield. Damn it. In fact,
Okay, hold on.
you also see he's wearing a shield. He has a bunch of different weapons. His coat is super armored. But he is also like very on guard at the moment. He can command these clones. He has the power in this room. There are, there are 8 of these clones in here.
Okay, I'm gonna be so straight with you. I know these are important characters.
Mhm.
It would be so cool if I just assassinated one of them.
Are you
not a
gonna
flying
shoot?
bomb.
Are you gonna shoot him?
No, because I wouldn't do it unless it was one shot.
Would you like to make me a perception check?
I would. 7.
He's got shields. Not hard to see. So do all the Knights Templar shock troopers in the area. They've got there's a total. There's 2 of them in this room. 3 of them in this room.
Okay. So if we can't kill them, then we may as well just listen. Your plan isn't gonna work.
You guys should cast sleep on the guy.
Sleep. There
They're
are
way
there are 8 troopers in this building. There are 8 Vance Sword Clouds in the area. 2 Knights Templar shock troopers. I said 3. I apologize. There are 2 Caliphate Studios scientists. There's a Margin and Gymnasio.
So in that case, Fermin is just going to kind of like motion back to just keep standing and just stay super quiet and just kind of as quietly as he can jot down notes. Quick question for you, Connor, Meta.
Yeah.
Is there any benefit for me not just staying on this balcony? Like, I don't see why I would go down there.
No, of course not.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna stay here. We're gonna gather Poe we can until we Yeah. Sorry. Now I'm looking at this. Is there other places to go?
Here's what I'll show you.
Okay.
You guys are in this room right here. You have entered onto the balcony, and you guys are watching the proceedings. Margin is right here. Gymnasio 2 goes right here.
Okay, and I'm like right there. Just
You are like
being-
right here.
Staying on the
I'm
ground.
gonna put you
being
down. I'm
silent.
gonna put you down right now.
Cool.
Connor, can I sense the orb that Carter or that David has?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I turn to David and I go, "Hey, man, David, I know you kept one of the orbs.
Yeah. No.
I can sense it. I know it's right
You're gonna get more anyway.
there."
From, at least if you trust Ron LaFiore,
And I go,
who you know you can because he's a Martian.
"Look, here,
I'm like-
David. I can do a lot more damage with those orbs."
I want to throw with one of these things. Let me do it. Let me do it.
But you also you don't know that.
True.
Fermin is just going to stay low because if we can't kill him, which you've said that we can't do,
Okay.
it's better to just. It's better that they don't know that we were here. It's better to have cards they don't know about.
Okay.
I think we knocked this guy out. We both. You have that tranquilizing amount that we did on that guy. He's right there. I think, right? He's right close. There's
like 11 guys there.
But if he's knocked out, they'll be distracted.
You aren't considering anything that would kill those clones, right?
No.
No. Gentlemen. We are unable, do not have the firepower to deal with this situation right now. And plus, you've seen an apocalypse approaching this place. We have just to stay here. And now you want to go. We gather on information and then we leave.
I'm gonna cast sleep on this guy, and I'm gonna send my nanobots out there. They're gonna cloak around his body. They're gonna yoink him, and then we're gonna take this guy with us.
That sounds like a goddamn terrible idea.
Wonderful idea.
Connor,
You ever cast sleep or you don't?
I
I'm doing
press record on the side of my helmet.
it. Right. I'm gonna cast sleep on this guy. You can
Um,
me or you cannot.
David, don't do
Amarjin turns to Gymnasio and says, "Listen, there's a way. I have crafted these soldiers to suit your purpose, to suit our purposes. You know how vital it is that this goes well. Would you not trust that I see to it that it all works as planned? I can show you the killing capability of these clones. It will be loud." And Ignacio goes, it won't look badly on Knights Templar? We can cover it up. Ignacio goes, I would like to see. And Marjan says, very well. He gestures to the balcony where a screen on the glass pops up and shows security cam footage of you guys breaking in the back door.
How do they have that footage?
It shows you guys on the balcony, and it says, gentlemen, and all of the clones snap to attention. Kill Enzo Reyes, kill Fermin Rosas, kill David Coney, and for the last goddamn time I have to say this, kill Vance Cloud number 2703. And that is where we're gonna end this session.
Communist bastards!